Hey everyone, welcome to House Caraan. My name is Daddy Lester and welcome to another video. Time management is probably one of the more important life skill that we have to master as a parent. Kaya naman sa video na to, bigyan ko kayo ng 8 tips para you can manage your time better. If you're interested, please keep on watching. So ayun, 2,000 subscribers na tayo. And again, thank you sa lahat na nag-subscribe, sa lahat ng nanonood. May you continue supporting us and we promise to give you better contents, be more informative and entertaining para naman sulit yung panonood ninyo. Bago ako dito, welcome, we are House Caraan. On this channel, we talk about tips and tricks for parenting, kids, and family life. If you're interested with those kinds of topics, please consider subscribing and hit that notification bell para ma-notify ka sa mga future videos. So tara, let's go on with the video. So tip number 1 is plan out your day. There are only 24 hours a day. Make sure na yung araw mo will be spent on the most important task that you need to accomplish. For example, pagising mo ng umaga, think about ano ba yung pinaka-importante na kailangan kong magawa for today. So this is how I do it. If I have 24 hours, 8 hours for work, 8 hours for the family, and another 8 hours para makatulog or magpahinga. In setting your goal for the day, make sure that it is actually the more important task. For example, in my case, may mga araw na I just have to pay bills. May mga araw na I just have to do household chores. That's the more important. Of course, right after yung 8-hour na work ko. If you have free time after your 8-hour work, then good for you, you can do something else. But make sure you accomplish ano ba yung pinaka-importanteng goal for the day. In our case, since content creator kami, 2 or 3 times a week, we usually allot an actual content creation time. So, if that's our goal for the day, to shoot that video, then I'll have that after my 8-hour shift. If, for example, I need to edit, usually it takes 4 to 5 hours, then I prioritize that. Pero I make sure that I actually have time, at least 2, 3, or even 4 hours for my family bonding. So the important thing here is be realistic with your goal for the day. Kasi you can't do everything in that span of time. So you make sure na you don't put way too many tasks that hindi naman realistic talagang matapos. So tip number 2 is write them down. A lot of people can make mental notes, pero in my case, I really have to write down ano yung goal ko for the day, usually sa phone ko. If I have 2 or 3, I use bullet points. For example, okay, kailangan kong mamili. Then ano yung mga bibilin ko? I have the market list. For example naman, I have to pay bills, I have that on my list as well. If kung yung mga side hustle ko naman, let's say, I have to talk to a client, what do we have to talk about? So yung mga ganon. Kasi if you don't write it down, most likely you'll forget them. So keep that in mind. So tip number 3 is learn to prioritize. So most of us, marami talaga tayong kailangan gawin on a daily basis. Just accept the fact na hindi mo siya kayang gawin lahat. What matters is you do the more important ones. Ito nga ng example ko kanina. For example, you have bills to pay, you have kailangan mong malengke, kailangan mong gawin yung mga household chores, kailangan mong makipag-meet sa barkada mo, may kailangan kang tapusin sa trabaho mo. I'm pretty sure as an adult, you would know which one is the more important. Kasi if you don't, then you'll get overloaded, you get stressed, and at the end of the day, if you're stressed, it's unlikely that you'll be more productive. Don't be hard on yourself if hindi mo siya kayang gawin lahat. You stay focused, you stay calm, and don't get too stressed if you don't accomplish everything kasi that's just the reality. So yan, katulad nito, ito na nga aking si Bulilit. Madalas pag nag-vlog kami talagang sumisingit siya. Pero I'm happy that we're able to integrate itong passion namin, technically it's already a job, pero we're just enjoying it. And ayan, ganyan siya. So tip number 4 is learn to say no. I think this is actually one of the most important tip here. Kahit ako guilty dito. And I actually have a lot of hats. Not literal hats, but roles that I play. Of course, I'm a daddy, entrepreneur, I do YouTube. May mga organization pa ako nakasali ako. And then of course, I'm a husband, a son, and a friend. And most of us is ganon. Tingnan mo lagi yung bandwidth mo. Realistic pa ba na mag-add ka pa? This happened to me before na parang, ayun, ang dami kong commitment. And then, what happened is, hindi mo naman talaga sila ma-attendan lahat. Babalik tayo dun sa prioritizing. Alin ba talaga yung mas importante sa'yo at sa pamilya mo? So, all boils down to priority. Sometimes you have to give up things. Example sa akin nga, yung video games. That's a huge part of what I do before. Even though, gusto ko pa rin siyang gawin, sometimes it's just not realistic anymore na you wear way too many hats and you end up not productive kasi nga you have to divide yourself way too much. Baby, tubig ko yan. That's mine. This is mine. Okay. Dahil patalastas ni baby. So, yun. Learn to say no. And in fact, saying no includes yourself. Kasi ikaw yung biggest temptation eh. Ikaw yung magde-decide kung ano ba yung gusto mong gawin. If you can't say no to yourself na, okay, you tempted na makipag-inuman muna, you tempted na tumambay muna, but you actually have a very important task to do, then it's on you. So if you're not able to accomplish things kasi you can't say no to what you wanted to do instead of what you need to do, then that's gonna be an issue. So, yeah. Learn to say no. Tip number 5 is spend time teaching your kids tasks. Specifically, household chores. Yung paglilinis ng hiniga nila or minsan yung mga pinagkainan nila. Pero in most cases, we don't really expect na matutunan nila lahat. I mean, times has changed and you have to accept the fact na we're no longer in that situation na kids are doing a lot of household chores. In our case, what we do is we make sure na we engage them with activities na magiging valuable sa kanila in the future. Sa case naman ng 9-year-old ko, she's into, nag-vlog din siya. I link her channel here. Tapos, she's doing voice lesson. Tapos, she's into art. So, if nag-art sila, if they watch educational videos, medyo okay na rin naman. I think they're using their time well. Pero, we also take time na maturuan sila ng mga life skills nga like paghugas ng plato nila, paglinis ng hinigaan. So, things like that. Yung benefit nito sa inyo, as parents, of course, they can share the workload, diba? So, pagkagising, sila na yung bahala, and then yung pagkakain nila, sila na rin yung bahala. As they grow old, they'll get more tasks, and they'll be more involved sa household chores. Number 6 is always communicate with your partner. So, of course, I think what's important is you have understanding of what is your goal for the day. For example, you decided, okay, I'll pay all the bills for today. If your wife doesn't know that, then she'll probably ask you something else na, okay, can you do this? Can you do that? Can you fix something on the house? Things like that. Malaga na you have to tell your partner na, okay, ito yung naset kong priorities. I think this is more important kasi probably due na siya or things like that. Or probably convenient kasi on the way na siya. So, napag-uusapan yan. And if you don't say it, then she wouldn't know. So, communicate. Another part of communication is if part of your day or part of your plan for the day is to have your me time o yung paglilibang mo, okay, minsan gusto mo rin tumambay, let's say 1 to 2 hours to have a good time with your friends. I mean, hindi mo naman siya dapat tanggalin, diba? Occasionally, naglalaro pa rin ako, like, paminsan-minsan Mobile Legends, paminsan-minsan Tekken, paminsan-minsan NBA, but I don't really spend way too much time anymore on screen for things like that. So, important that you talk to your partner about that. Kasi if you don't, then it could start, conflict or a misunderstanding. And tip number 7 is allocate time for your me time. So, as much as we talk about prioritizing, as much we talk about the most important goal for the day, your me time is still a very important aspect of your life. It's not being selfish, it's just being realistic na yung feeling na nagagawa mo yung gusto mo is always something that motivates you more, that gives you energy and, do well with everything else that you wanted to do in life. If you don't have that, then it's usually boring and it's usually unproductive. So, try to communicate that. Most probably, she have that too. Kung hindi niya nababanggit sa'yo, then you have to talk about it. You have to open up na, okay, ano ba yung me time mo? Ano ba yung me time ko? But what's important is napag-uusapan siya. Tip number 8, planning out your menu. Think about ano yung mga gusto nyo kainin. What I've noticed is, especially ako, nagluluto ako, takes a lot of time to think about kung yung kakainin mo.
Water.
This is not your water. This is my water and now it's dirty.
Water?
Sit down.
Water?
Later. Quiet. Yes. Plan out your menu kasi super useful siya. You'll be surprised kung ano yung mga oras na matitipid mo sa pag-isip pa lang ng kung anong kakainin mo and pamimili rin. Okay, this week gusto kong makakain ng Korean, gusto kong makakain ng adobo, whatever. We've done a lot of research of menus on YouTube. So, mga wings, mga Japanese food, mga Chinese food. So, yung mga ingredients noon, pinagpaplanuhan namin, worked out pretty well for us kasi nakakatipid nga sa oras ng pamimili and pag-prepare. I guess that's it for this video. Medyo makulit na itong si Kelly girl namin. I hope you find this video helpful. If you have questions, clarification, or anything you wanted to add, please feel free to put that on the comment section below and let's talk about it. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Again, thank you for watching and see you sa next video. Bye-bye.